So on my profile, it says broadcast. That's a little different from the share play, but I got the broadcast on just in case. It should be represented by a red dot. To the side too, if you want it. Part in the background noise, that's a fan, and I'm watching a movie on my phone. Watching every One Piece movie with the pirate. What'd you say? You found out how to do the? What if I? It's a little hard. It's a little hard for me to hear. What I mean is that if you visit the party and you click on my profile, it should bring you to my screen because I'm live streaming. Then you could always back out of that, or like what I mean is like. I think you can open it up, close it, shrink it. It's just like a share player, a share screen or whatever it's called. It's like it's a broadcast, I guess. I can't. The screen's not open.
Come on, Carby. Wouldn't you rather fall to your death than go up in flames?
But it's going to be hard for me to see because it's going to be small. I got a million guns too. There's not really many guns I ain't seen. That's like the bong gun. Being bitten by mosquitoes. It's going to be hard for me to talk for a few minutes. Yeah, I know all about Call of Duty. That's a good one right there. I've seen that one before. I got the marijuana guy. He's made out of weed leaves. Yeah, it's 90 degrees in this room, and I have to keep the door open. A bunch of mosquitoes came into the room and started biting my whole body. Mosquitoes came at me, started biting my whole body. If you ever play the story mode, I'll definitely pay more close attention. And I call this who shot you. You shoot them, they shoot you. Rinse and repeat. If you're lucky, you'll get a new gun. Or something like that. I used to watch somebody play this every night for like years, every Call of Duty, even when this one came out. So I've basically seen everything there is in this game, besides the beginning and the middle of the story mode. Spoiler alert, at the end you choke a woman to death. So get ready for that. Yeah, get ready for that. I was shocked myself. I said, what the fuck is going on? They said, this is the end of the game. I said, why the fuck are you choking some lady? God damn it, what the hell's going on? I had no clue what I was watching. I thought I was watching a horror game. Like they probably don't let you do this in Canada, but there's a pizza place in America. It's called Little Caesars. They might have them in Canada, but if you get 2 receipts, so you can order a drink and get a receipt, you just get 2 receipts. So you can order something small, get a drink and a small pizza, 2 receipts. And then you go to the website, you type in the number. You type the number from the receipt on the website and you get the pizza man. So in Modern Warfare 3, I got the pizza man. Then I was gonna go on eBay. And buy the Burger King. They got the Burger King. It's $15 on eBay. Somebody will just mail you the code, to send you an email with the code to type in. 420. So I mainly only got the Modern Warfare 3 people. Like I got Spawn. So I got them guys underneath you there. I got Skeleton, I got Rick, I got the old lady who's... Press right. Press right. I got all them guys. All the guys on the right. And that old lady is a skeleton. So at the end of Modern Warfare 3, I would have bought I would have bought Black Ops 6. But I had just completed Modern Warfare 3, and the story don't continue. At the end of Modern Warfare 3, the bad guy kills the good guy. And it says to be continued. But then the next game came out, and it's not to be continued. So I give up on Call of Duty until they come out with Modern Warfare 4. Like when you had left the party after watching you play Call of Duty a little bit, I went and just deleted my Call of Duty. Takes up too much memory, makes it so I can't play the games on the PS4 like I wanted. I got an external hard drive, and there seems like 200 or 300 of the memory was Call of Duty, so I got that shit out of there. Whatever you're showing me, I can't see it. It's too small. I'm not worried about it. Remember, it's a tiny little 2-inch box. I'm not. Oh, yes. Oh, I know. I know. Mine is over 200. Yeah, mine's over 200. So I. Holy shit. So I deleted mine. Now I can fit about 6 or 7 more PS4 games on there if I want. Now I can download Cold War for the PS5. Thanks for yelling so I could hear for a minute. Not everybody's willing to do that. To act like I'm being a jerk or whatever. Sometimes I just can't hear. I'm using the microphone and watching a movie. No, I totally understand, and I'm glad for it. It's a little hard for me to hear. I'm sorry. I don't know who this other guy is. He was like one of my weird friends. Like I got a black friend on here who plays with a lot of people that don't do nothing but play free games. And then this is one of his people. Like I said, the people that my friend fucks with are weirdos. He's probably asleep. He probably never turns the PlayStation off. He probably don't even know what he's doing. He's probably not even home. I sent him a couple messages. He never responded. He been in the party all day. He must have had me on mute since I joined. He must have said it's a white person and put him on mute. Whoever he is, he ain't got no job, no nothing or whatever. He sits at home and plays free games all day with his family members. He don't even got no real friends on here. Just his family members and the people he plays the free games with. So I don't really like the guy. If it was up to me, I'd kick him out of the party, but he's the party owner. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go to the Jason Shack. I'm here. I'm gonna try not to talk for a few minutes. I'm listening to something and I'm watching. I mean, I'm watching my phone and playing this game, so I may not speak for a bit. If anything happens on your game that's interesting, like story-wise or something, I'll take a look at that. You ever played Enlisted? Have you heard of that, Enlisted? I don't know if you could hear me. Hold on. Hey, there's this army game. It's called Enlisted. It's like Call of Duty. It might even be better. It's free. Oh, okay. I tested it out too. Did a little bit there, and a lot of games I tried. So I had PS Plus since PS Now. I thought PS Now was better than PS Plus. And I heard that most of the games in the $40 category in the PlayStation Store are all free with an Xbox subscription. So Black Ops 6. Yeah, definitely. Then I probably would have played it. I heard they're not even going to make another Xbox. I heard the Xbox that's out is the final one. That's why they're giving away all the games like that to try to get the people to play it one final time or something. I heard that well, here's the rumor I heard. I heard when the PS6 comes out, there's not going to be no more Xbox coming out. Xbox is going to be a company that makes video games for the PlayStation. They're gonna be a PlayStation 6 video game. I don't know if you could hear me or not. They're gonna be a PlayStation 6 video game company, and they're not gonna make no more consoles. They're just gonna make games for the PS6 and for the computer. Because some of their games are already coming out over here, like Gears of War. I heard of the original. Yeah, me either. Or the Xbox, you gotta have a headset. On the PS5, I don't need no headset. I just use the controller as a walkie-talkie. Yeah, the headset I buy is good. They got $20 headsets. They got $20 headsets at the dollar store, but you could resell them for 50 if you wanted. So you could buy the $20 headset and sell it for 50 on eBay, but have to mail it to the person who bought it. But that's not what I'm trying to do. So I can get a $50 headset for 20 at the dollar store. The brand is called Viper Gaming Headset. In case you were trying to try to image search. So one of the headsets I got for the PS4, it's just two earbuds with a little knot on the wire. You're just talking to the little knot. You get what I'm saying? If anybody's watching and knows what to do, it's a quiet place. That's the monster. That's the Yeti, the Wendigo. What the hell? Yeah, I don't, you would normally you'd be able to mail it, but you can't mail it because they're from Canada. If you were inside America, you could just mail it.
It's the hateful mound.
Oh, hell yeah, that's a nice amount.
Look.
I got like a bowl pack and a little ball of resin. And Friday I only have like 2 waifs. That's a good deal. Yeah, up here they try to charge you $250 or $300 when it was illegal.
Get that thing out of my face.
Who are you?
Now you can get an eighth for
I'm
$25.
just a detective trying
There's
to find
people
something
growing
to
it in their
throw away.
backyards here. It's not as good as the shit that you could buy, but you could buy shit that people grew in their backyard and get like 7 grams for like $20.
He might be unharmed, but far from all right. He's a curse upon Deseto.
Here we go again.
Quiet.
I only met 2 other players that were from Canada, and I had a falling out with both of them. One of them was some dude or whatever who kept posting images of like naked women all over the place. Like I'll add them to, you know how like I added you to the Victory Squad? Imagine if you just kept posting like pictures of boobs in there until somebody got you in trouble. You get what I mean? Then the other one was like some girl, and I think she was like in an insane asylum in Canada. Because every day at 10 p.m. she would say, one of the workers are coming to turn off my internet on me and take my phone away. They're going to lock me in the room and turn the lights off again. And I'm like, whoa, where are you at? And I guess like she's in a retard home or something. I don't know what they call those. An assisted living facility? Something. I know that in New York, if you're retarded, your family members let you live there, and they collect a check every month. And they basically, since you're a retard, you get money in the mail. And your family members could collect that since you're too stupid to make use of it. She must be so retarded and annoying that her family didn't even want the check. They said send the check to the retard home and send her to the home with it.
In spite of luxury.
Me, right now, I work at a warehouse where I carry boxes. But I took the day off today because I didn't feel good, so they might be mad at me. They didn't say I'm fired. I'm back in the mansion again. Okay. Bear with me. Oh, you got a bunch of guitar picks or something, you said?
Wedge shut.
Well, I did like ecstasy pills every day for like 2 or 3 years. And then ever since that, music don't seem the same to me no more. Yeah, so I don't do a lot of ecstasy no more, so I don't listen to a lot of music that much anymore. Plus, I don't got my own place anymore or a nice stereo where I can blast music at.
It worked.
I wonder if you could see my screen. Yeah, that's because it's the broadcast. You got to search in order to see it. You got to actually click on me. You got to go to the party, and where it says Dragon Blood, try to click on Dragon Blood. It'll say watch the broadcast. It's different from a share screen. There's a way to find it. See if you can figure it out, because I'd like to know. That way I could tell other people how it's done. I'm broadcasting live right now on YouTube. I can see it on my phone. I can watch my own video from the phone. So if you visit the party, I think it's right below Leave Party. It says Dragon Blood or G Green or Dragon Blood. If you click on where it shows the Jason mask, there should be a way to view it somehow. Whether it's go to profile, try to go to view profile. Click on view profile, then go to shared. Or somewhere in there, I'm not sure how to do it. If you click on view, I don't understand. I think you're supposed to click the little symbol at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, that's how you find it. Remember how to do that, because I live stream every day. I don't usually share the screen. I just go live on YouTube and record the video game. Now, on my actual channel, there's about 100 videos that have nothing to do with video games, just actual videos. I can try to complete every game I play. I try to complete it. Just got another trophy.
What's this?
Yeah, purposely blocked your voice out. Because the other people that like say you join a party of 6 idiots, and you say, hey, say hi to YouTube. They all get scared like a bunch of idiots, bunch of retards. So I set it to block the people. I said most people are retarded. 99.9% of the people can't even do what you did and find the stream. You almost were one of the people that didn't even know how to find it. I kept trying to say, just tap X on Dragon Blood. Yeah, it's probably an internet glitch because I'm live streaming twice. I'm live streaming my phone to Twitch. Me and some strange, me and some stranger. Yes, just bear with me. Me and some stranger are watching Japanese anime on Twitch. I'm broadcasting a movie to Twitch on my phone, as well as live streaming my video game to YouTube on the PlayStation. So it's like double tax on the internet. There's something in this room. I got 2 keys, and I opened the door to this room. There's this. I still don't know how to get in there. Oh, I got it.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Yeah, no, I'm on mute. I don't want to reveal a lot of information on here. I'm in New York. Only information I wanted the viewers to know is my PayPal address in case they want to buy me something. In upstate New York, near Canada. It's cold 10 months out of the year here. It gets about 75 degrees for 75 days. People like summertime is just 75 degrees, 80 degrees for like 60 days. It's like 30 degrees or below all year round. Most of the time it's like below zero, 5 or 7 months of snow. In upstate New York where I live, they haven't had one weekend without rain or snow since the beginning of September. So that's almost a year. So it rains and snows every weekend. You only get blue skies for about 45 days a month. It never goes above 100 degrees. And if it does go up to 100 degrees, it's only maybe 1 or 2 days a year, and it's a big news story. So it's cold here almost all the time. Except for the next 40 to 50 days, it's going to be hot. All right, so now what do? Where am I? I gotta try not to be confused. I'm trapped in here. We gotta try to get into one of these rooms. Got it. Let's check out some of the clues while I take a hit off a cigarette.
The Barlow lens. Instructions. To double the magnification of your telescope, simply fit this Barlow lens to your instrument. Then operate the fine-tuners to adjust the distance between your lenses. This is easily done while looking through your eyepiece. Simply search for a position where your picture is
So we
clear
gotta
and
find the
appears flat.
eyepiece.
When correctly
That's
tuned,
why we couldn't
your
see the
telescope should
stars.
present a clear picture with
Now we
magnificent
know what we're looking
magnification.
for. Let's check the
It was a
objectives.
bust.
Let's go back to page 1 and see what they're talking about.
It was a bust. The oil rig.
I forgot I was on mute. Some games you can't share the screen. You can only broadcast them, like Dragon Ball Sparking. Most people are too stupid to broadcast a game. They can't figure it out. And when they do figure it out and they broadcast for the very first time, YouTube will give you an email on your phone that says, we're verifying who you are. We won't let you live stream for 24 hours. Yeah, so when you link when you go to, here's how you do it. You have your, just bear with me. Here's how I did it. I had my email address on my phone for my PlayStation. I signed into YouTube with my email address. Then I linked my YouTube to the PlayStation. But when you go live for the very first time, you'll get a message that tells you wait till tomorrow. So most people, they never could share the screen of Dragon Ball Sparking because when they go through with everything, they say, oh man, it says wait till tomorrow, and then they click no. Well, in order to live stream games whenever you want, you have to go through that one thing where you have to wait 24 hours if you've never done it before. You ever play Fist of the North Star? Game.
While Detective Comby was grateful
Or
to be
Berserk
back at
Band of the
Intercept,
Hawk? I wanted to try that.
to test his hypothesis. After having suffered through that sinister
No, I
war,
heard that
dressed as the French Quarter,
I heard that a company
Jeremy's
called Sweet
writing
Baby
could be read
Games
much more literally.
wokeified it. They made Jean
What
Grey
if
ugly. I
Jeremy
heard the
used
Wolverine
his
game ain't gonna be
powers
too good
to
because the
actually
people that
visit
worked on
those
it behind the
places he mentioned
scenes,
in the book?
they've been kicked out of the
Comby
video
felt
game
certain
company.
that this
Remember
was
during,
the answer.
I don't know how to explain it. In the last 5 years, a lot of woke games came out that were duds. Like, for example, Guardians of the Galaxy was about a freckle. You can hear me clearly, right? Guardians of the Galaxy was about a freckled-faced little girl. Have you played Guardians of the Galaxy? Main character, it's a freckled-faced little kid. Let me be the first to tell you, Star-Lord doesn't have no child. So to have him have a child in the game, that's Sweet Baby Games did that. A company called Sweet Baby Games have been secretly ruining games for the last 5 years. Another example is, let's think here, Avengers. You think you're going to play as Captain America? You want to play as your favorite character, the Hulk? You play as a little Iranian girl. You play as a 10-year-old Indian girl in the Avengers. This is the Avengers, Captain America, the Hulk, Thor. We're playing as a 10. Yeah, but I don't know if you've actually played the game. The whole game is it's a little Indian girl. That's well, the reason that she's there is because Sweet Baby Games secretly helped work on the game. Now there's a company, it's called Sweet Baby Games, and what they do is they help other video game companies meet a deadline. But in order to help them meet the deadline, they add diversity, gender swapping, gay lesbianism, and they add all that stuff to the games. So in order for them to put the Avengers out, when they got Sweet Baby Games involved to help, they said there's no little girls in this. There's no little girls. Then when they got Sweet Baby Games to help finish Guardians of the Galaxy, they said there's no little girl. Have you ever met a little girl that ever played Guardians of the Galaxy on a PlayStation? So I don't know who they were trying to appeal to. Do you get what I mean? And that's just 2 examples of dozens of games that have been ruined by this company. And the very, very last game that they were allowed to work on and help finish was Wolverine. And the last thing that they did before they got kicked out was shrink Jean Grey's boobs and make her face less attractive. So the reason, you ever wonder why in Spider-Man Part 2, you're playing as a little black girl who spray paints a wall? In the middle of our Spider-Man game, I'm a grown man in the middle of playing Spider-Man, I'm controlling a 5-year-old black girl spraying spray paint on a wall. That's because Sweet Baby Games helped make that one. You see where I'm going with this, right? I don't know if you fully understand. Yeah, Wolverine's not going to be very good. I've done a lot of research on it. But I'd love to try it. I thought it was all right too, but remember, I thought it was all right too. But the point that I want you to understand is the reason Mary Jane looks ugly when she's supposed to be attractive, like in the comic books, is because Sweet Baby Games was involved. The reason that you're playing as a little black girl in a Spider-Man game, even if it's only for a short time, is because Sweet Baby Games. You see what I mean? So they've been wokeifying, like adding like gay, lesbian, gender swapping. You know what I mean? If it was up to them, Wolverine would have been a girl. Luckily, they kicked him out of the development process. Look, Google it. You can fact check anything I say. Go to Google and just type "Sweet Baby Games" and watch what you read and see what they ruined. Always wondered why Guardians of the Galaxy had nothing to do with the comic books and everything about a little freckle-faced girl. It's because Sweet Baby Games. And there's this other game, I forget what it's called. It's in my collection. You play as a black girl, and your sidekick is a white guy, and she always talks down to him, like talks trash to him. That's a Sweet Baby game. That one game where you control a bunch of girls, and you're all rock star. I don't know what this game's called. You're a bunch of girls, and you're rock stars. You're rock and roll girls. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, but that's totally something totally different than what I'm referring to. And the Final Fantasy X Part 2, that's acceptable compared to what I'm saying. There's a game right now in the PlayStation Store. I don't know if you just type in rock or guitar or girls or what you type in, but there's a game on there about rock and roll girls. It's like Josie and the Pussycats. That's Sweet Baby Games. Like any time you play a game that came out in the last 5 years, and the game's good, but something feels a little off at certain points, like maybe a male character is a girl, or maybe you find yourself playing as a black woman for only 10 minutes for no reason. You ever wonder why in Alan Wake Part 2 you have to play as a black woman during the prologue? Because Sweet Baby Games said that they'll say that they threaten the companies. They say if you don't make this game diverse, we're going to go public and say that you're not into diversity. So they scare certain video game companies into adding. So I've played Alan Wake 2. It doesn't feel right to play as a character that don't belong in the game. So we're just about over that woke era. There's not going to be many of them woke games coming out anymore, which I'm happy about. Sorry if I was acting like a jerk a minute ago. I just know a lot about this company, Sweet Baby Games, and read a lot of information. Yeah, like for example, in this game, if they forced me to play, because you can play as the guy or you could play as the girl. So if they forced you to play as the girl, but she was Native American and she kept rescuing the guy over and over again, that would be like a Sweet Baby Games type thing. Like another perfect example. This is a good example. Dragon Age: The Veil Guard, which I live streamed for 12 hours. I played it. It's okay. But you got the Indian girl, the Chinese girl, you got the Wendy's girl, you got the girl with the you got the girl with the freckles, you got the Indian girl, you got the Chinese girl, and they're all talking down to the guy with the sword. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's like Harry Potter, except it's more adult. It's called Dragon Age. It's on a subscription. It's better than the Harry Potter game. It's better than Hogwarts Legacy. But it's still woke, though, because remember, I want you to remember this. You got the Indian girl, the Chinese girl, the... Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm trying to... It's three ugly women from, like, different nationalities constantly talk down to the main male hero who's supposed to be the hero of their world. The hero of their entire world, Mr. Sword. Yeah, so I couldn't get behind that, but it's still a good game. It's still a good game, but I couldn't get behind the Indian girl, the Chinese girl, and the girl from the burger joint, Wendy's, constantly talking shit about the main character who's supposed to be the hero of the world. So what I had done was I ruined the relationships between all the characters. Anytime I'm talking to the Indian girl, I make her mad. If I know talking to the red hair girl is gonna make the Chinese girl mad, I bring the Indian, I bring the fucking freckle face girl with me because it'll make the Indian girl mad. It's Hogwarts reskinned. They took Hogwarts and they changed the graphics on it and they called it Dragon Age. It's free. It's like some video game company bought the game engine for Hogwarts, and then they changed all the skins and added a different story. One that don't have you being a kid at a school. I thought Hogwarts would be cool if it's multiplayer. You team up with your friends from the different schools. I played Hogwarts for 2 hours, and I played Dragon Age for 2 hours, and I picked one to keep. And Dragon Age, I still deleted it eventually, but I'm going to revisit it, is what I'm trying to say. Pardon me for getting excited. I get talkative. Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks, because you got two bots running behind you. So, remember the bots from Final Fantasy 16? The bots don't do nothing? In Dragon Age, the bots actually do something. The bots will actually hurt the bad guys. So it feels like other players, but it should be like Suicide Squad, where people could just join your game. You click the button to open the game, and then the slots fill up as you're playing. A half hour into the game, other players join. That's how it should be, but the reason Dragon Age is free is because it's one player and it's woke as hell. But it's an amazing story with amazing graphics, something to try on the side. Oh, I got the valve handle. Sorry for being a jerk or whatever. I get like that. I didn't mean to be too rude. Easily excitable. Like, if there was only, like, one chick inside that Dragon Age game and, like, they replaced the one chick with, like, a barbarian dude and replaced, like, the Chinese lady with, like, a lizard man or something, you know what I mean? Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is Neverwinter. And I remember it. I remember the toys, but I never watched it. I only played with the toys. But Neverwinter is Dungeons and Dragons on the PlayStation. It's a copycat of World of Warcraft. It's fake World of Warcraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Gotta find more bullets.
Yeah, Neverwinter is my most played game. I did everything there is to do in that game, almost. It's like Final Fantasy XIV Neverwinter. It's World of Warcraft on the PlayStation. You ever played Magic the Gathering? So they got Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering cards out right now. They're featuring Final Fantasy XIV characters as well. The cards are extremely expensive. Yeah, I wish they would put Magic the Gathering on the PS5 because they got Yu-Gi-Oh on here for free. You ever played Yu-Gi-Oh on here? That's gradually becoming one of my most played games. What's it called? Soundfall? Never heard of it. What is it? It's like Metroidvania? Do you know what Metroidvania is? Well, it's like Metroid, but Castlevania. If you go to the PlayStation Store and type Castlevania, those are Metroidvanias. The Castlevania Advanced Collection, the Castlevania Dominus Collection, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, they're all Metroidvanias. They're basically Metroid with a Castlevania skin. So it's became a whole subgenre. Like if you've got to walk through like a map and then go to one part of the map to get an item and then go back to the other part of the map to open the door and you're going left to right on the screen and it's 2D, it's a Metroidvania. I got every Castlevania on here besides the Dominus Collection, which contains 2 more Metroidvanias. Now the Castlevania Advanced Collection has 4 Metroidvanias on there. I've only completed one of them. I don't understand any of that. You'd have to show me. What you're describing to me is something called a Metroidvania. Yes, I know, but if you go on YouTube or you go to Google and you type the word Metroidvania and you read what that is, your game fits the criteria. It's a subgenre of 2D games. I can't see it. You're not playing it, so I don't understand what you're describing, and you're not playing it. So it sounds like you're describing a Metroidvania. In order to see what a Metroidvania is, just type in Castlevania and click on the Advanced Collection. Does the game you're talking about look like any of those? Because if so, then it's a Metroidvania. Metroidvanias are the best kind of Castlevanias, and now they've become their own genre.
Where's the body?
You never played Symphony of the Night? Well, that's definitely Metroidvania. That was the first one. Or they're like 2D games, like they're like retro. They look like they're retro games, and you run around a map and you try to open doors and you find items and you backtrack and you go back to the door you couldn't open. On the NES. It's not, I mean, it's not the same thing I'm talking about. Like, I mean NES. I know you got the 5 version. I'd seen it today. I didn't get a good look at it, but I seen it today. Remember they had a Nintendo 64 version.
It's wedged shut.
Now go check out some of them Castlevania games. See if I wonder how much Symphony of the Night is. Because we can't play Metroid on the PlayStation, but you can play Symphony of the Night, which is a copycat of Metroid, but it's Castlevania. Like, remember the Super Nintendo? Zelda: A Link to the Past. Click on any one of those and watch the video. That's a Metroidvania. But they got a game on the PlayStation 5. It's just like Zelda: A Link to the Past for the Super Nintendo. It's called Cat Quest. So it's the same thing as The Legend of Zelda. It's the same thing as Zelda for the Super Nintendo, except they took Link's face and they put a little cat face there. So they basically reskinned Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past so they could sell it on the PlayStation, but they called it Cat Quest. That game's pretty decent because I like Legend of Zelda. Cat Quest is alright. That's PlayStation's Legend of Zelda right there. And them Castlevania games, I like all them ones, especially the Metroidvanias. They got a lot of replay value. I like the advanced collection. The advanced collection got the most bang for the buck because it got the most games. What the anniversary collection has all the games that aren't Metroidvanias. The regular Castlevanias, that's the anniversary collection. But the Dominus collection and the advanced collection, and the Symphony of Night. Those are the Metroidvanias. The regular Advanced Collection, that's the standard regular Castlevanias. I also have the Anniversary. Yeah, I've got all of them besides the Dominus Collection. The one that shows the black-haired woman. One of them has a black-haired woman in the thumbnail. That one I didn't get yet. I don't know. I've got every Castlevania game that's available in the PlayStation Store besides the one that shows the woman with black hair. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It says Castlevania Dominus. It shows a black-haired woman. That one I don't have. But every single other game that has the word Castlevania in it, I own. There's even more on premium. Now the premium ones, those premium ones, yeah, those premium ones, they're like God of War. I don't know if you ever played God of War Part 3, but those games are like, yeah, they're like God of War 3. So that's pretty decent too. I like playing Lord of Shadows. Lord of Shadows is good as hell. But Castlevania Advanced Collection got a bunch of Metroidvanias on it, more than one. Then the Dominus Collection is the new one. The Dominus is from the DS. When you look at the Dominus Collection, the reason it got two screens is because it's DS. DS had two screens. You got the map on the right, you got the game on the left. I want that one though. I'd play the shit out of that if I had that. I'd beat the whole game. I beat all the fucking the advanced ones. Go look at my collection. Hey, hold on a minute. I gotta switch to my other account in order to download this game because I bought it over there. So I don't know what'll happen. I'll be back. The party might close, or I could join.